Okay, so this is a little bit of a rant, you guys. So don't mind me. All right, so I was just at Sephora because, as you guys know, I did the review for the Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation, right? And like I told you guys, I was gonna update you about a shade match, right? So I went in and they told me like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you to this person. She's gonna find you shade match. Cool. Then the girl's like, oh, my thing is not working, so they got someone else. Hers wasn't working either. So then another girl came and she was like, oh, I can help you. And I was like, great, finally got someone to help me. So it turns out that they can't help me find a match because they don't even have the testers in store for this foundation. Now, make that make sense. This is a new foundation. Why don't you have the testers in store? So then after asking whatever, the manager's like, oh, we don't know when we're going to get the testers in. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So then I'm like, what else did you recommend? And she's like, do you want something similar? I'm like, yeah, I want something similar because I really want it to be tested for that one. But since you don't have it, I'm like, why not try another foundation? Because you guys know I love reviewing makeup, right? Cool. So she takes me over to House Labs. Now, I just told her, oh, I already tried House Labs. They matched me for it, just, I haven't been able to find a good match. So she's like, okay, we're like the same complexion. Maybe I could try to match you. I'm like, all right, let's see. Maybe she's going to have some luck. So she picks out, she says we're the same complexion, right? So that means get the shade that you use, right? You would think, no. She ends up picking out two other shades that I already know they're too light for me. And then I was like, yeah, that looks like it's going to be too light. So she still wants to try it on my face. And I'm like, okay, because, I don't know why is it that people Sephora, they get so offended. Like, you're like, oh, I know that's not going to match me. Like, just work with the customer. That's just how I feel, right? Okay, so I let her do the thing. She says, oh, yeah, that's way too light. And in my head, I'm like, no shit, sure. Like, I told you that. So then she's like, oh, I think this shade is close to you. So we did find a shade that was close. So she's like, just wear it a little bit throughout while we're at the store, while we're inside. And then let's come back to it. I'm like, okay. So then she's like asking her colleagues, oh, what other foundation? Da, da, da. So then one girl's like, oh, you're in the Patrick Ta. And in my head, I'm like, all right, try the Patrick Ta. She's like, yeah, that's just straight up glycerin. I would have recommend that one. And then the other guy's like, yeah, how about the Giorgio Armani, like the news, it just came out, like the stand. And he goes, oh, and Gucci has a new one. And I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, I did want to try the Gucci one because I did save that in my try list of 4, right? So we go over to the Gucci one. I still don't understand. Like she said, we're the same complexion. But yeah, she's picking all these really light colors. And I'm like, why do you keep picking out light colors? You just took me over to House Labs and those were too light. Yet you're looking for the same complexion if they didn't match me. That doesn't make any sense to me. So anyways, I'm letting her do a thing because I'm just like, hey, I got time to kill, right? Because I was waiting for my son to come because we were meeting up. Cool. So she's like,